This chapter reviews safety hazards and touches on controversial issues of organic foods, use of food irradiation, and production of genetically engineered foods.
This chapter reviews safety hazards and touches on controversial issues of organic foods, use of food irradiation, and the production of genetically engineered food. In the US and Canada, most foodborne diseases are caused by microorganisms. One way to prevent these issues is to clean hands and surfaces before and after meals by washing your hands for at least 20 seconds with warm soapy water.
Pathogens in North America can cause foodborne illnesses. Each year in the United States, approximately 48 million Americans, that's 1 in 6, become sick. 128,000 were required to be hospitalized, and over 3,000 die from foodborne illnesses. Here are a few foodborne illnesses. Salmonella, which comes from raw meats and eggs. It occurs 1 to 2 days after being eaten. Salmonella bacteria causes more than 1 million cases of foodborne illnesses and almost 400 deaths each year. Salmonella bacteria are prevalent on poultry and in eggs and a variety of other foods. E. coli, which comes from raw meat and vegetables. It has a diverse group of bacteria. Some varieties are harmless, others make you sick. E. coli comes in many foods such as seafood, cereal grains, and dairy products. Some symptoms of E. coli are watery and bloody diarrhea, stomach cramps, and dehydration. E. coli takes effect 2 to 5 days after being eaten. Hepatitis A comes from raw shellfish and polluted water. Hepatitis A occurs 1 month after exposure, and symptoms are vomiting, dark urine, and fever. After 3 to 10 days, jaundice will occur and can cause liver damage and even death. Keeping your food out of the danger zone is important, since bacteria grows rapidly between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 4 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius, so safe food practices is necessary. Proper cooking and storage helps kill the bacteria and lessens the risk of illnesses. Always use a clean cutting board after handling raw meats. Avoid eating dough or batter containing raw eggs because of the high risk of salmonella. Before opening canned goods, wash off the top to prevent dirt from coming in contact with the food. Make sure to separate raw, cooked, and ready-to-eat foods while shopping, preparing, or storing. If raw meat, poultry products, or fresh seafood will be used within 2 days, make sure you store it in the coldest part of the refrigerator, usually under the freezer compartment. The only safe way to know whether food is done is to use a food thermometer. Never place cooked food on a plate that previously held raw meat, poultry, or seafood. After the cooling period for meat, maintain internal temperature consistency. Don't buy canned goods with dents or bulges. Avoid torn, crushed, or open food packages. Read label directions for other foods like mayonnaise or ketchup. They need to be refrigerated after they're being opened. Is buying organic food worth the cost? In the United States, the growth of organic food can be a widespread introduction of new organic products. The National Organic Program, also known as the NOP, ensures customers that organic foods are processed and produced to the consistency of national standards. Organic foods have some labeling requirements. All labels must be certified organic, must identify organic ingredients, and organic products must be on the national list. Some non-organic ingredients may be allowed per national list request. At least 70% of the product must be certified organic ingredients, excluding salt and water. Product information must name the certified agent on the information panel and must identify organic ingredients. Currently, the agricultural practice depends heavily on the use of drugs in animals and food-producing animals, but keeping animals in good health reduces the chance of diseases spreading from animals to humans. Gases, chemical, or organic waste that contaminates our air, soil, or water is called pollutant. Dioxins, on the other hand, can accumulate in the food chain and are prevalent to all animals. Some drug use in animals can be helpful. Topical antiseptic and hormone enhancers help to ensure animals are being taken care of properly. These drugs ensure the effects of any diseases spreading and contaminating any foods. Antibiotics is very important to animals. It makes our food supply safer and also makes people healthier. Animals can have a good welfare if they are kept healthy, comfortable, well nourished, and always maintained in a safe environment.
Methyl mercury is the most toxic form of mercury. Exposure to methyl mercury is usually by ingestion and is absorbed more easily than other forms of mercury. Food additives such as preservatives, vitamins, fiber, and sweeteners can help slow spoilage, add flavor, and help decrease malnutrition. On some occasions, individuals can experience adverse reactions to food additives, such as itching, hives, chest pains, and rarely tissue damage. The FDA oversees the core functions of medical products, tobacco, foods, and global regulatory operations and policies. The FDA, CDC, and FIS are three of the six federal agencies that are primarily responsible for food safety. These agencies have found ways to strengthen inspections, research, and risk assessments. Bioterrorism is a deliberate attack using agents typically found in nature such as viruses, bacteria, or other germs to cause illness or death. The Public Health and Security and Bioterrorism Preparedness and Response Act of 2002 is also called the Bioterrorism Act. The HACCP manages raw material, distribution, and the consumption of finished products. Cooking is a critical control point for ground beef. Seeded vegetables, eggs, and fruits contribute to 77% of foodborne illness such as salmonella. Research shows that 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Some of these methods work by introducing bacteria or fungi to the foods. This also fits in the class of natural antimicrobial. Other common general engineered foods are canola, squash, and papaya. General engineered foods could decrease the cost of production and have positive effects on the environment in both developed and developing countries.